So Zeno, let me ask you, how's the Source Awards documentary going?
Man, so I've been working on it for the last almost like 9 months now. Me and my partner, Man Robinson. Man Robinson does a lot of film and Tubi movies. It's funny because we actually went to the Triangle 2 hours from San Francisco. We drove up to the Triangle where Mendocino and Humboldt County. I stayed up there for like a month, and we actually filmed up there the whole experience. It was amazing. Me and my partner. But fast forward to now, we've been working on the 95 Source Awards because that awards, in my eyes, was when hip hop just went from being, at that time, New York was all New York, and then LA was making their mark, right? I think that night is when the whole country started really, like, the world knew that the South, that's when Andre 3000 really brought it to the South that night. That's when Bone Thugs, Harmony, and Twisted, it was all there for the Midwest representing. Of course, when Suge Knight said the infamous, if you want people all in your videos,
dancing in your video.
August 3rd, 1995.
The most infamous.
On my birthday.
The most infamous.
On me. I was 5 years old.
Wow.
Celebrating. You remember Frank, nigga? I was a little nigga celebrating it. I'm like,
wow.
I'm looking at them niggas and I'm like, amazed.
Nah, I mean, it was a
Oh,
moment.
me.
It was a moment because, you know, at that time, Pac was locked up. You gotta remember, it was locked up. Pac was there the year before at 94. That was our first one. And so when that was the year that Suge actually like brought, he probably flew down almost close to 7,500 people.
Damn.
Yeah. Can you imagine the sky miles on that?
Yeah.
A lot of people flying out.
Shit, man, Suge sky miles got to be crazy, right? So it was dope because it was our second one, and from the standpoint that, you know, the Grammys wasn't necessarily respecting hip hop, they still don't. So we felt like we had to recognize and celebrate our own, and it took a lot of work. But that 95 particular one was just a major one, and I got about we got close to about 18 interviews of actual a lot of the big guys that were there. I still got some more. I think I got about another 4 more months working on it before we get to editing, and then, you know, I want to do like a three-part series and just show how that night, because there was a lot of side beefs that people really didn't know about. A lot of people didn't know that Wu-Tang and Biggie had issues that night.
I heard about that. I heard about that, and then you and
Ice Cube and
and
Bone Thugs.
Yeah,
I didn't even know about that one. Did that have something to do with the movie?
That was new.
There was a lot of little, you know, so you got to kind of watch. I don't want to say too much, but
Yeah.
they had issues also. Then there was the guys from the Shot in the middle of the barn. Hey,
Crucial Conflict. That's my shit.
Conflict was there, and I think they had little somethings with, you know, so there
was
was a lot of
back
little
then.
sidebars with a lot of people, because people got to realize this is the first time a lot of these groups even seen each other in person.
Yeah.
There was no internet.
No internet.
Right?
Ain't no internet yet.
Bullshit
Using
now.
landlines and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's the
Different
first
time.
time when
Way
everybody's
different
seen
time.
each other, and you know, egos.
Yeah.
And one thing about the Source was, and we knew this, and I knew this, that's why the Source was important. Not only is the groups coming in, and we know the groups are from the streets,
Right.
the hoods. We letting them in with like 6,
They
7,
entourage.
8 niggas.
Yep.
That would never ever happen anywhere else.
Nope.
It's one thing the groups, but to let them in with all the guys, we did that.
No pat downs?
We did that. There was pat downs, but I mean,
You gonna get in what you want to
somebody, you know, not everybody's getting pat down like
Yeah.
that, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we knew that niggas were strapped up inside. I was, you know, it was my event.
Yeah, you're right.
And I had a couple of guys from Boston up in there, you know, so we was right. But when Suge said that, you know, automatically I'm thinking, oh shit, this shit getting ready to
Started something.
yeah, this shit getting ready to go down. If it wasn't to me, and like this will come out. If it wasn't for Snoop saying what he did to kind of diffuse it, it probably would have been a lot worse.
Okay.
Come to death row.
Hey, shout out to them though. And hey, shout out to Death Row, Lil O, Harry O, Freeway.
Oh shit.
Hey, on my people.
Hell
The
yeah.
first thing he said that was important. That was when he went up there. He says, "Listen, we know we got love for New York. We know we in New York. So
Right.
that's where we diffused it.
Mhm.
He knew that people from the East Coast love Death Row's music. See, music is what, and hip hop is what brings the cultures. It also kind of like brings us together. If we have differences, we can all listen to the same music at a concert and just be putting our hands up and really, you know what I'm saying? So music transcends almost humans. So no, I mean it was a hell of a night. We got through it with no violence, which was very important.
That's incredible.
We went on to do like about 7, 8 Source Awards, and we didn't make a profit till like the last one with BT. We made about $1.5 million, but up until then we hadn't spent millions on just trying, because our vision was to give hip hop and celebrate
that platform.
What's real, celebrate the street niggas and the struggle with the street women. You know what I'm saying? And that was always important for me because we're the forgotten.
Right.
We really have no reason to kill each other
at all.
Nope. To be honest, it really is a condition that they put us in to do this to one another, and we really have to get out of it because we're making their job easy,
very easy.
They're a lot of this is to wipe us out. I mean, we're the biggest threat. Us, the American black guy, is the biggest threat because we for some reason God's given us something that is always risen, and not just risen looking good. To where other motherfuckers is like, damn, I want to be like that. Remember, this came from nothing. And don't get it wrong. A lot comes from nothing, but we make it look good.
Thanks.
We make poverty look good. We do.
And I'm glad that you said that. I wish more of our people would realize that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them don't. Like, we are the culture, and like everybody copy us. Yep. We make everything. And I wish others would accept that. They want to go get, like, for instance, your Balenciagas, your Gucci. Who the fuck makes that shit hot? Us.
We do. Yeah.
Without us, none of that shit would be.
That's a fact. That's why I say support your people.
Support your people.
Make they shit hot. Yep. FUBU should have never went out of style.
FUBU is one of the, I'm glad you said that. FUBU is one of the greatest, for us by us, one of the greatest brand names that really transcends fashion and everything. For us by us, we have, at some point, we have to look at that and really, really take hold to that. Right. It's the only way it's going to change for us. Right. Is if we, and there's enough fashion now.
Yep.
There's enough, back then they was just coming up. Now there's enough. There's enough everything. We've put ourselves in every business to where we really can just support us. See, you got to understand, like, the thing with the Jewish people, right, is the problem that Hitler had with the Jewish people was that when they was living in Germany, they was only for us, by us with them.
Yep.
They wasn't buying into German stuff, so they was like, look, we're only gonna fuck with us. We're only gonna deal with us. We're gonna buy into us, deal with us. You see, and then he looked at that as a threat. Like, wait a minute, we have an economy and we need y'all to. But they said, no, we're just gonna deal with us. The ghettos in America were made for the Jewish. It's a Jewish term. That was where all the poor, they risen themselves out of it because they dealt with the FUBU theory for us, by us.
Right.
To this day, to where they bought all the properties in all these places in Florida and Beverly Hills, and they sacrificed. They didn't worry about the problem with us, and there's nothing the matter with looking good and everything, but we don't do for us by us. We could still look good, and we can still have everything we want, but the power comes in unity. The power comes in supporting each other all the way. All the way.
All the way.
Not just halfway.
Right.
No, for real.
Not just 60%.
Right.
It got to be 100%, and if we can, and if we did it, we run shit.
That's facts.
You see, I've been saying it.
That's
y'all
facts.
don't want to listen to me, but hopefully y'all listen now. Goddamn
it. I watched, being with the Source magazine, I watched black independent labels and black clothing companies and black brands. That was the beginning of it.
Yeah.
That was the beginning, because that time was the beginning of culture for us. Before hip hop, it was disco. It was disco. And even when they say 50 years of hip hop, you guys gotta understand. I'll be 59 in July.
Look good. Look good.
I
Congratulations.
I appreciate that. Listen, all of us in here. And the thing about it is, when hip hop came, it was like, it's more of a movement because it came from the struggle, and that's why I stick up for it and I ride hard so much for it. is because it's from us. You know, it's from the struggle, and it came as a music, the DJ.
Yeah.
73 is when hip hop was birthed. That it was disco back then. They was just scratching disco. It wasn't even no rappers. It was the master of ceremonies. Yes, y'all, we in the building. It wasn't no rap. So for like 3 years, it was just about DJing and scratching disco beats and beats, break beats that maybe where the drummer gets a solo in a little part of a record to keep that going. So now the rapper can come in and rap. You see what I'm saying? That's how it all came about.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? It all came about from DJing. And it's a multi-trillion-dollar business now. Back then, people wouldn't even advertise with it. You know, it took us years before McDonald's would advertise in sauce. Yeah. Years before Cadillac and years before, because they wasn't with this. What's this street shit with these street niggas? They wasn't with that. Once they see they can make money, and this is the majority of people loving it, and once white kids are coming to us, hip-hop made it to where white kids came to us. It was the first time in the history of us. Yes, you could say R&B and Lil Rich and everything, it did that, but they did that from music. Hip-hop made it to where is that white kids want to live like us.
And would you even say even like the sports gravitated to the hip-hop too?
Of course, everything. But anything that's black now, hip-hop is our culture. It's not just music. It's not just
N1 was N1. Think about N1. Yep. They stole it.
It's our culture. No, that's N1, NBA.
NBA, I mean,
no, but that's not. See, look, the bottom line is this: white folks that are going to make money off of, not even just white folks, humans. We can't blame white folks to want to make money off us if we're going to let them. Right. It ain't their fault. Shit.
Big facts.
So we can't be mad at anybody exploiting the fuck out of us because we don't want to fuck with us to only avoid for us to be us.
We allow it to happen.
So, you know, they're human beings. And everybody wants to get it back.
Facts.
You know?
Facts.
I got seen on there dropping some knowledge.
Dropping some gems, man. I hope y'all fucking listening, boy.
Y'all got